Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Wakefield. Jones has it. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. 59. Mike to 59. No chance. Go.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Samuels. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. Samuels. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill.
On third down, Lewis to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on second down, Wakefield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw on third down, Wakefield. It's caught. Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Wakefield. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the gun on third down, Wakefield. And he's got his man on the out route. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check 43. Spot. There. Shoot.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check nickel. Hey, lock it. Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
61.
Lewis now, off the play fake. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Lewis. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Lewis. And he's going to go down again. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Well, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Samuels. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick here is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A big run there by Jones. 46 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
At the Steelers' 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Crystal, Travis. He's checking.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Wakefield, and the catch good. It's Eifert. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Marlon Mack, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Lewis going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Wakefield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Samuels, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll run with Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Smith. 58, come on. Watch the screen. Get it.
From the gun, Wakefield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Lewis. Off play action. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go. 15, 69. It's been a long day for you. Check 52. Let's go.
Now a give running right is Samuels. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again. Wakefield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Go! 50 plants.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yeah, 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 55 my guy, 55. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wakefield. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. On 4th down, Wakefield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Samuels again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.